All right, you need those 2 pages. Let's go ahead and staple them. While I'm coming around, I don't know why we're talking. Go ahead and take out as well your reference sheet that you made with Miss Carlson. Did you homework yesterday or was that homework? Where's your reference sheet? Where did I say to leave it? So why is it not in your agenda? Do you think I say things just because I want to hear myself talk, or do I say things for a reason? For a reason. It's in the bathroom. Oh. Okay, almost another reaction. What? Nick, do you have yours?
Do you have your reference sheet? Okay, maybe Nick will let you look at his, and it's also on the board right here. This is what we took notes of, so if you wanted to find time, copy those pictures down, that's all we went over. That's all that's on that reference sheet. Justin? We have secret people watching them. How do you know they did so good so fast? When? We have spies in the cafeteria. Ellen?
What? Alan. Really?
Would you let Emma get yours? Girls, will you actually? Is this your reference sheet?
Exactly.
Okay. I have this up.
You're gonna have to fix the bubbles with Alan.
No.
All right, put your reference sheet on top of your math pages. And you are going to nice and neatly, another one who doesn't have it, huh? Love the way we don't follow directions. Lucky for you, it's up on the board. But go ahead, and where's yours? Place your reference sheet, if you were a good student and listened to your teacher and have it with you today, on top of your math pages for today. And you're going to simply, nice and neatly, so when Ms. Carlson tells you to take out your math pages, you're able to take both sets of paper out, your reference sheet and your math pages, just put it nice and neatly right on top of things inside of your desk. Inside of your desk. Inside of your desk. Nice and neat, so you can go in and slip it right out. Please remember, you're facing forward, you're not looking back at the camera. When you go to college, you don't want to get Miss Carlson's professor and they'll say, you look mighty familiar. I saw your face a lot in a video a few years ago. Okay, so you're paying attention, your eyes are forward, and you're listening. Oh, maybe we can play with the camera afterwards.
Maybe we can make a fun video afterwards.
Ooh, I like that idea.
As long as he's looking forward to it the whole time.
Emma, where should your paper be?
Can we have a staple?
Where should your paper be? Let me see your table. I will. Alan, for today, just so you're more visible, I'm gonna have you come sit over here. So bring your
yesterday and put it on top of your desk so we can add 2 new pages to it or 2 new items. If you don't have it, look at your partner sheet and then you can start your own afterwards because all that was on our review is up here on the board. These are all the terms we used yesterday and the pictures to describe them. Yesterday we learned about a point, the exact point of a location, the line that continuously goes in 2 directions, and we can tell that because those arrows indicate it. We learned about line segments, which is just a part of a line that has 2 starting and stopping points. We also learned about an array, which has 1 starting and stopping point, and it continuously goes in the other direction. You can remember an array by thinking about the sun's rays. Think that the sun starts and has all the rays going out in every direction, but it all starts at the middle. That's like a ray. The angle, which is when 2 rays meet at 1 starting point and they head off in 2 directions. The vertex, which is that point on the angle where those 2 rays meet. A plane shape, which is any flat shape that doesn't have any texture. A 2-dimensional shape is a plane shape that has height and width, just like this square right here. Closed shapes, we learned about closed shapes, which are any shapes that have all their sides closed. Just like think of a door. All of their doors are closed on that closed shape. And an open shape is just the opposite, where it has at least 1 side open still. It's an open shape that has 1 door open at least. The next word we're going to add on is a polygon. If you want to add that to your review sheet, a polygon is a closed shape made up of line segments. Here are a few examples of what a polygon can look like. 2 very important things about a polygon is it's made up of line segments, so it's always straight. That means there's never going to be any curved lines, because if you look back here, a line segment is always straight. So if you see a shape like a circle or a moon, that cannot be a polygon because it has a curved line. It also always has a closed shape, so it's never going to be an open shape. So a polygon has 2 features. It's always going to be straight edges and it's going to be closed. The last word we're going to learn today is a side. A side is each line segment of a polygon. So when we count right here, this would be counted as 1 side. This is a side. All the edges of a polygon are called sides. I'm going to show you guys a few examples of what a polygon looks like, what they don't look like. Then I'm going to call on each of you one at a time. We're going to play a game where I give you a picture, and I want you to tell me whether or not it's a polygon. You're going to get to come up here and put it on the board. So the first example, here, this is a polygon. All sides are straight. There are no curved edges, and there's no openings. It's a completely closed shape. A triangle would be another example of a polygon. All the sides are straight. There's no curves, and all the corners are closed. Here would be a top example of a non-polygon. You see right here, there's no opening. There's an opening left. It's not closed. So that would disqualify it from being considered a polygon. We also have funny-looking polygons. They're not always perfect squares or triangles. Look at this guy right here. We know it's going to be a polygon because all the sides are straight and there's no openings. So just because it's not a perfect square doesn't mean that it's not a polygon. We're going to start with one person at a time. I'm going to give each of you one of these index cards and a piece of tape, and I would like you to tape it up here. If you think it's a polygon, I want you to tape it under the side. This is a polygon. If you look at it and for some reason you find something about it that tells you it's not, I want you to tape it under not a polygon. And we can decide as a class if we agree or not and what makes us think that. I'm going to go group by group, and I'll do everybody at one table so you don't have to raise your hands. We'll start over here. We'll start with Emma. I'm going to come up here. sides, please? And why do you think that's a polygon? Very good. She said it's all straight lines and there's no openings. Those are two very important factors. Good job, Emma. Thank you. Okay. Jeremy? And these are going to get harder too. Polygon or not a polygon? Good job. What makes you think it's not?
Because it's not closed.
Very good. It's not closed. I like that you determined that. Good job. Savannah? He said they're getting harder. Polygon or not a polygon? Good job. Connor? Polygon or not a polygon? Good job. You can start at the bottom. You don't have to go up so high. Good job. And that's a funny looking one, isn't it? Good job. Savannah, we already got for you. Alan? These are getting harder. Polygon or not a polygon? It is a polygon. Good job. Justin? Polygon or not a polygon? Good not. What makes you think that's not a polygon?
Well, I remember you said like all polygons are like they have no curves. They're always like on an angle. Even though it's a closed shape, there's a curve in it, and all polygons don't have a curve.
Very good. I like how he found that it did have the characteristics of a polygon at first, that it's closed, but then you realize that it has a curve. Very good thinking, honey. Okay, go ahead. All right. Nick? Polygon or not a polygon? Good job. Look at that. Good job. You didn't have to think about it. All right. Addie, polygon or not a polygon? Not a polygon. What about that made you think it's not a polygon? It's got an open door. All right. It's got an open side. Devin? All right. Polygon or not a polygon? Good job. All the sides are closed and there's no curves. Okay. Lauren? Polygon or not a polygon? That was a tough one. You had to think. What told you it wasn't? Very good. It has lots of curved lines, and polygons must have all straight lines. Good job. All right, Katie, go ahead. Polygon or not a polygon? Not a polygon. What told you it was not?
It has an open space right
There we go. So that makes it cannot be. All right, Kyle. Polygon or not? Very good. What two characteristics does that shape have to make it a polygon?
and it has no curve.
Very good. So all the shapes over here have no curves and they are all closed shapes. Over here, they either have a curve Then we could make it a polygon. Very good. There was no fooling you guys. Very, very good. Thank you. Okay, guys, if you will pull out your math homework, pages 381. Not homework, your classwork. Here it'll review the definitions we learned. A polygon is a closed shape made up of line segments, and each line is called a side. They have an example here of a plane shape out of this lamp. It has 4 sides, and we can count here that they're saying 4, and we can check that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for down here, they want us to determine how many sides each of these polygons have. They've already told us that they're polygons, and now we have to count their sides. Remember, each side are the line segments of a polygon. We'll count the first one together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First polygon has 5, and when you make the little tick marks, it helps you remember which walls or which sides you've already counted. Does someone want to come up and count the second one for me? Ellen? You can come use mine. Let's do this one right here. And then write the answer underneath. How many did you count? Good job.
Priscilla, you go from one stripe to another.
Good job. It's okay.
You never
We know
stay
you're a 3. Good job. Okay, does someone want to come up and count the next sides for us? Leah? Will you count this one here for us? And then write the number underneath. Good job. 6. Now I'm going to skip this one because I think we can all get that one pretty easy, but let's move on to this tough one. Does someone want to count the hard one here? Maddie, you're doing it very fast. This is a tough one. There's a lot of sides to that one. I'll move it closer for you. And good job. And here in the bottom, we can draw some shapes that are polygons. Looking at some of the ones we put up on the board earlier, does someone want to come up and draw a shape of a polygon? Emma? Can you give us an example that's not up here already? It's not on the worksheet? Will you draw us a shape in there that's a polygon, and we'll see as a class if we agree. Look at that. That has a lot of sides. How many sides did you make us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 sides. After today's lesson, we're going to do an activity where I want you guys to create a polygon with as many sides as possible. And I think it's going to be pretty hard to beat 19. We'll see what we can do. That's a pretty good one. Good job. Okay, guys, if you'll turn the page now to page 382. We'll work on these together as well. If you see at the top, it gives us more points about the polygon. It describes how the shapes have curves and are not closed. All 3 of these up here are not polygons for one reason or another. And over here, it has 3 reasons why they are not polygons. And over here, they have 3 pictures, and you need to draw a line to each one, matching it up. So the shape has curves. Can someone tell me which line I should draw it to? And look at them all. This one's tough. Savannah?
We have to draw the second picture.
The second picture? Okay. The the shape is not closed. Where should I be drawing my line to now? Nick?
To the last one.
To the last one, that open pentagon. It is not closed. The shape has no line segments. Which shape has no line segments? Devin?
Circle.
The circle, it has no line segments at all. There are no straight lines. And if you see this half moon here, it does have 2 line segments there, but it also has the curves. So that matches them up. I want you guys to work on 1 through 7 at your desks, and we're going to go over them together. So I want you to do 1 through 7 on page 382, and then we'll go over them together. I'm impressed. For 2, 3, and 4, you guys are determining yes or no, is it a polygon? And 5, 6, 7, you're counting the number of sides. Number 1, the shape at the right is a polygon. How do you know? Who would like to read me their answer? I want a good definition. Savannah? So what does that make it? A polygon, yes or no? Very good. She covered every point there. She said it has no curves, it's a closed figure, and it's made up of line segments. She nailed that. Good job, Savannah. All right. Number 2, is this shape a polygon, yes or no? Malia?
No.
No. Why is it not a polygon?
Because
Yep.
on this side, see how it's not even closed, so it has to be now.
Very good. It's got a big open side. I like that. Good job. You found it on there. You could point to what maybe you can give your answer. Number 3, is this shape a polygon, yes or no? Justin?
Yes.
It is. Number 4, is this shape a polygon, yes or no? Emma? No. Would you want to come up here and show me where you found? You can show it up here too. Number 4. Because it has an opening right there. And all the other lines are straight. Good job. So it could have been if that line was closed. Very good. Okay, number 5. Write the number of sides. Who would like to come up here and count the number of sides for number 5? Someone who hasn't come up. Megan, come up here. Come on up. Here, write the number of sides for number 5. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Number 6. Write the number of sides for this polygon. Lauren? You can come up and use mine. marks that help you count. Number 7, we got a big one here. Justin, you wanna come up and do this one? This is a lot. You guys give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you also had 10. Very good, guys. Go ahead, Devin. There are 10. That was a tricky one because this one line segment is so long and these ones are so little, but you got them all in there. Very good. You guys will now turn to page 383. You can keep out your review sheets that we've made. I want you guys to put your name on top to start. And you're going to work silently by yourself through number 8 through 15 on this page, and then you're going to turn it over and do 16 through 21. So you're going to do all the numbers on each side. Make sure your name is on that. And I'll collect it when you're finished. Make sure you're reading the directions because sometimes they're asking different questions. They're asking for different answers. All those, yeah. A, B, C, D, E. He says they are all polygons. Does his statement make sense? Explain the answer.
Are they gonna decide to call us, or did we just go?
I think they're all.
That's what I thought.
You gotta really think about some of those on the back. find shapes out of this picture right here. So see how there's a lot of different shapes? So pick 3, and if it's a polygon,
But I draw the shapes.
yep, redraw each one, yep. So number 19, 20, and 21, you are drawing shapes that you see in that lampshade. So you're redrawing shapes that they have here in those 3 boxes, and if it's a polygon, we have to know how many sides there are.
Stop talking. Tear out page 407.
Is it okay?
Yes, yeah, it doesn't have to be actually combined, very good.
407 and 409.
Yes. Yeah, so you can draw a triangle there, exactly. Yep, I'll put it on the board. Are you all finished? Please write your name on it, thank you. You're all done too? Let me see the shapes you found in that lampshade. Very good. I want you to read the directions here. This is a fun activity. I want you to see if you can beat. Because Emma had 19 sides. I want to see if you can beat that. All finished? You gotta count your sides. You think you can beat 19? All right, let me see. Read the directions thoroughly, please. Read the directions. Make sure you put your name on these. Make sure you read the directions. Put your name on these, please. Count my sides. Thank you. Make sure you put your name on it and read the directions. Are you all done too, Nick? Let's see. Let me see that. Put it over. Very good. All right. Thank you. All done?
I have 2 questions. Does it have to be more than 19?
It doesn't have to be, no, I want you to just draw a couple on here, but it'd be neat if you could try to get some more. Just try to make a couple of any shapes. They don't have to be 19, they can only be 5 or 6. But read on there, there's a good hint on how you can make a big one. All finished? Thank you, honey. Make sure you read the directions and put your name on there. All right, thank you. I like how quiet you guys are being, because we still have people doing their assessment. Thank you. Thank you. Make a couple on there. I want to see a couple. Yes, sir? Is there a shape on here that you want to see? You have a good one. Another question? This one right here, is this yours? Savannah, there you are, okay, thank you. Lauren, is this your drawing? Thank you. Thank you. 50? Wow. Is it try to figure it out? If you look at the top one, it looks like you have some curves in there though. I see some curves. They have to be all straight lines to count. Yes.
This has a curve.
Very good, okay. So you get to create at least 2 polygons of your own. See if you can try to make it bigger each time. There's a hint on there. If you try drawing dots and then connecting the dots, that's a good trick to use. You guys are making it so big you're not going to be able to count. Is anybody finished? Does anybody have a good one that they want to show? Savannah, do you have more than 19?
Yes.
Oh, you have 50. Okay, let's see. Let's show it. Which one is it? Okay. This one up top here. Okay, so we're looking at this one here and see it. Let's let them see it. Look at that one now. Does this count as a polygon? Does you have any curves in there? I don't see any, and it looks like you also closed them all. So you have 50 you counted, huh? Wow. That is very impressive. Make sure you put your name on that. So you want to keep those. Lauren, do you have a big one? Can I see it? Are you sure it's a polygon? Okay. Let's see. There's too many to count on some of these. Wow. That took a lot of counting, and I don't see any curves on here. I don't see any open spaces. 69 is the number to beat. Good job, honey. Will you put your name on there? We're going to get too many to count in a second, but make sure you have your names on it because I want to keep all these. We have one more that wants to show us. You don't have to have any higher than that. Let's just see a different example. Jeremy, do you have one you can show us? Jeremy's going to be the last one. You had 100? 113. I don't know how you count that. Look at that. That's a very pretty polygon. Look at that. No curves. We'll just say that straight. You counted all the sides. How many did you count here?
49.
49. That's a big one. See how funny these shapes can look? They're not always regular shapes. You made a very funny looking one, a very good one. That still counts as a polygon. Please make sure your name's on the tops of these. I'm seeing a lot of that names. Okay, guys. Make sure you have your names on them. I want to collect them. I want to ask one more question. Can you guys tell me what we learned today? Who would like to tell me what's the name of these shapes we're learning about? Savannah.
We're learning about polygons and line segments, and then closed shapes, line segments, and we have no curves.
They have no curves. Very good. She just told us how we can identify polygons. They are made up of line segments with no curves. Did someone tell me one more characteristic about the polygons that we learned about? Justin.
They're always closed shapes, and even though there's never curves, some can trick you by there being a very tiny little space open.
Yes, you got to make sure that they're all closed. Are all polygons perfect squares or rectangles or octagons? Hayden? No. Very good, guys.
And like if it's an open shape, like say if it's an open shape, that means it's not a polygon. And if it's a closed shape, it has to be a polygon.
Very good. Very good. Okay, let me see these. I want to keep these. Thank you. Make sure you put your name on it. Devin, I'll give you a couple minutes to see what you can do, okay? Make sure you put your name on it because I want to see how you did it. Thank you. You can put your review sheets away now. Did everybody get Polygon and Side listed on their review sheets? The two new ones that we added today? Make sure that you have Polygon and some examples on there and a side so you remember what the sides are. 102. You lost count. These are too hard to count. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very good. I'm glad to see so many. You guys are very creative.
I have 109.
Your pen says keep counting. Go ahead.
I didn't see these.
100. I put your name on that right of 109 so I can see that. You should be very proud of that.
Like everything I had, I put spikes.
Thank you so much. You put your review sheet away so you don't lose your review sheet. Alan, Jeremy, Justin, put your review sheets away so you don't lose them.